This is the legendary King Bayanaung. But this is not his story. This is the story of those he conquered. How might they unite their fragmented lands? What challenges did they face? And what can we learn from their incredible stories? Welcome to the first part of our mini-series, The Unifier of Empires, The Legend of King Bayanaung. To understand his achievement, we must first understand the world he was born into. 16th century Southeast Asia was not a map of friendly nations, but a chaotic chessboard of rival states, each with its own king, its own army, and its own fierce desire for independence. Our story takes place in three key areas. First, the Shan Hills, home to a collection of Thai principalities, often raided into Burmese heartland. Second, the Mon Kingdom of Hanthawadi, nestled in the Irrawaddy Delta, the cultural heartland of the region, its capital at the prosperous port city of Pegu. This was the dominant power. And third, the emerging Siamese Kingdom of Ayutthaya. Bayanaung faced three monumental challenges. First, the Shan States, to the north, a loose confederation of Thai principalities nestled in the hills, often preying on the Burmese heartland. Second, the Mon Kingdom of Hanthawadi, to the south, rich, powerful, and culturally proud, with its capital at the prosperous port city of Pegu. This was the dominant power. And third, the emerging Siamese Kingdom of Ayutthaya, to the east, a rising star, a wealthy and formidable military power that would become his greatest rival. Unifying these disparate realms was considered impossible. It wasn't just about winning battles. It was about overcoming deep-seated ethnic divisions, centuries of mistrust, and logistical nightmares of moving armies across the treacherous terrain of mountains, rivers, and dense jungle. The question wasn't just, could he conquer them? But if he did, how could he possibly hold them together? Our story begins with Bayanaung's predecessor and his brother-in-law, King Tabin Shweti. Together, they began the audacious project of unification, first subduing the Shan states, and then turning their gaze to the rich prize of the Mon South. By 1542, they had carved out a significant portion of modern-day Thailand and were ready to seize Pegu, the Mon capital. But after initial successes, tragedy struck. Tabin Shweti was assassinated, and the empire they built shattered into rebellion. The dream was on the verge of collapse. In 1551, Bayanaung took the throne. His inheritance was a kingdom in flames. Pegu was lost, allies were wavering, and the court was consumed with suspicion. This was his ultimate test. His first and most crucial campaign was to reconquer the Hanthawadi kingdom, not just as a conqueror, but as a new ruler proving his legitimacy. With the Shan states threatening in the north and Siamese watching from the east, Bayanaung had a small window to restore order and solidify his claim to the throne. But how could he achieve this? Bayanaung marched south from his base in the Irrawaddy Delta towards the Mon capital of Pegu. He knew the road would be fraught with challenges. To win over the Mon, he needed more than brute force. He needed legitimacy. That's when he hatched a brilliant plan. He began to systematically destroy the fortifications around Pegu, not in a direct assault, but by building earthworks that diverted the course of the river, causing it to wash away the city walls bit by bit. This move sent a clear message to the Mon people. Bayanaung wasn't there to destroy their cities, but to protect them. When he finally entered Pegu, it was with the support of many Mon nobles who saw in him a ruler who respected their culture. In Part 2, we'll explore how Bayanaung's rule wasn't just about conquest, but about cultural understanding and pragmatism. See you next time. Please support with a like and follow. Thank you so much. Catch you in Part 2.